Alrighty guys, this is snugsonblitz and I'm back with another video for you today. I was under the assumption that since the snow globe event was the same as last year, that the auctions would be the same as they've always been. However, I noticed yesterday that they added a few new tanks onto the first batch of auctions. I thought, that's interesting. And today they've done it again. So I'm not exactly sure how many times they're going to add new tanks to the first batch and whether the new tanks will last when the new batch comes out. I'm not really sure. I'm guessing that they're all going to last the same amount of time, 7 days, but some tanks may only be in the store for 3 or 4 days. Who knows? Just going to have to find out. I'm not willing to go through the video that they did explaining the whole thing because it just takes too long, so might as well just play it by ear. Anyway, with these 4 new tanks being added, I thought why not do a quick little mini update and also take a look at the tanks that are still in the store from the first releases and to see how they're doing. So the TL7 120 is now at 11K. Still overpriced. It will be dropping by 750 next time. I'm hoping this will get down to 9,000 when it's all said and done. Maybe 8.5 would be nicer. Then it's kind of a buy tank, I guess. I'm not saying it's a good tank. I'm saying it's a decent tank for the price. And it's kind of new, so I guess if you want it, you can add to your garage. The T26E5 is not popped. As you can see, it's dropped down. It's going to be 6,250 tomorrow. It still needs to drop a little bit further to make it a buy, as I think I've told you before. It's just a Pershing, as Drudel said in his video. If you like that play style, maybe fine, but I don't think most people do. I don't see many Pershings being played unless they have to be played. Once people get the M46, they usually sell their Pershing because it's not a tank they want to replay. But it does look cool with the Sheriff camo. Object 252, not selling much, and next price drop is 5,000. So this may get down to 4,000 when it's all said and done. That would be a very nice price. So hold off there. Yeah. So just think about that one. If you don't have it, it's a very solid tier 8 tank even today. The M60, it's only dropping 250 gold tomorrow. So it's all over the place. Yesterday it dropped by 1,500 gold from 14.5 to 13, but tomorrow it's only dropping 250. So it's really kind of annoying because you can't see how much they're going to drop it the day after that. As I said, I mean, Object 252, as I said, next time 5,000, then 4,000, but my guess is it won't do that. It'll go 5,000, then 4,750, then 4,500 maybe, or something like that. So kind of annoying. It's hard to predict the final price. Maybe that's what they want to do to keep you on your toes. But plenty of these tanks left, so don't worry, they're not going to be sold out. The Type 62, it is a decent price, at 3,250, sorry, but tomorrow will be 2,750, and I think that's getting closer to what I would consider a fair price. But I'm guessing it'll go down to 2,500, and then you could really consider picking up if you don't have it. It is a great tank, though, to be fair. Turtle Mark 1, they're not selling fast. I think there were only 1,500 to begin with, so it's not a tank people want. Tomorrow is going to drop down to 5,000. That's not a bad deal at that price, but still, it's not a tank people want. So I would say 4,000 is more realistic for this tank. Definitely get the 252 over this, though. But if you've got every tank, then maybe you want that one. I don't know. And added yesterday was the SU-130, which is a great tank. It's going to drop down to 6,500 tomorrow. That's more what I'm talking about. That's what I'd like to see. That's a definite fair price for this tank. It is fun. It is strong. The Object 252 is a bully, but it's not exactly fun. This tank is fun. It's a little harder to play, but I think you can enjoy it more. And 6.5, I think that's a fair price, but if you can get it for under that, so maybe 6,005.5, that would be a definite buy for me if I didn't have it. The Kanonen 105, not as good as the SU-130 or the 252, so it's more for a collector. It is cool and it is fun, but it's just not great. If you like the E25, you'll kind of like this. but it's a little bit low to the ground. It's sneaky. It's a sneaky tank. That's the best thing about this. Next price drop is 5250. That's not a bad deal though. If you can get this for around 4.5, I think that would be a buy though. Is it an awesome tank? No, it's decent. I can say that. And the two newest comers are the E75TS 6.5. It's one of the tanks I predicted would be in the auction as well as the SU-130. So I'm doing okay with my guesses. And it's going to drop down to 5.5K. Well, the problem is we got this for free in an event. So if you didn't get it then, you're going to have to cough up some cash or some gold. Is it a strong tank? Yes. Is it as good as the 252? No. Is it as good as the SU-130? No. It's a solid heavy tank. If you like rough and tumble, it's that. I would say if it can get down to 4,500 or 4,000, more likely, that would be a nice pickup. It is a solid tank. It will earn you some credits. So yeah, I think it's a good starter heavy tank, more than the Object 252. The gun is a little bit more reliable. And lastly, we have the Basante C45. Glad to see some of these newer tanks being put in the auctions. Years past, a lot of the older tanks were popping up. Only a few new Tier 10 tanks, or newish Tier 10 tanks, I should say, like 2 years old. But many of the auction tanks were quite a bit older. So this is relatively new. That's why the price is 8.5 to start, and it's going to drop down to 7.750. This is a tank I don't see many players do well with it. I don't think it's a tank you really need or want. It's got an interesting gun. I think fair value price would be around 6K for this tank. But is it better than the E75TS? No, I don't think it is. Is it better than the SU-130? No, I don't think it is. So the question is, do you want the cool factor because it's not that old? Or do you want a tank that can really do the business on the battlefield? I think it's just okay. I don't have much trouble dealing with them, and I don't see them often at the top of the leaderboard unless they're in a pro's hands. So yeah, those are my thoughts. Sorry, it went up to 7 minutes. I apologize about that. But I won't be doing these updates every time because they're kind of, well, not that exciting. I want to wait for the next big batch to drop and let you know, or for emergency great deals that I see. But just wanted to let you know that that's how the auction's being run. If you didn't know already, hopefully you did. But gotta try and help you guys out, right? That's all I got for you right now. I'll see you tomorrow, or later tonight, I should say. Snugs on Blitz, out.